Welcome everyone to The Explainer. I am so thrilled you're here today because we are going to look at something truly fascinating. We're taking a 2,500-year-old ancient Buddhist text, the Upālivāda Sutta, and we're going to unlock it as a surprisingly perfect blueprint for one of our absolute most modern, cutting-edge problems. I mean, I love it when ancient history collides with modern tech, so get ready for a really fantastic journey. Okay, let's dive right into this by asking a really crucial question. In the age of artificial intelligence, what is actually more dangerous? Is it the physical actions of a machine executing its commands, or is it the intention of the human mind that programmed it in the first place? Keep this question locked in your head as we go, because the answer actually lies in a massive intellectual drama that played out thousands of years ago.
Section 1. Body versus Mind, the 2,500-year-old debate.
To really understand our modern dilemma, we have to look at the two main camps of this ancient debate. On one side, we have Nigaṇṭha, who was the leader of the Jain philosophy at the time. His core belief centers on kaya danda, or physical action. And on the other side, we have the Buddha, who argues vehemently for mano-kamma, which is mental action. These two ancient giants are about to go head-to-head over which one of these forces actually shapes the world.
So what exactly are they fighting over? Well, kaya danda is the belief that physical action, or the physical consequence of an action, carries the absolute heaviest karmic weight. Basically, what you physically do is what matters most. Mano-kamma, on the flip side, is the Buddhist stance. He says mental action, your pure underlying intention, is the heaviest and most powerful driver of reality.
Section 2. Upāli the Challenger, a boastful intellectual clash. Enter our challenger. His name is Upāli. He's a wealthy, fiercely loyal supporter of the Jain camp, and he literally volunteers to go out and publicly destroy the Buddha in a debate. And his arrogance is incredibly vivid. Just listen to this quote. He boasts that he will drag the Buddha by his words like a strong man dragging a sheep by its fleece, or, throwing a heavy brewer sack around in deep water. He is completely 100% confident that physical action is the supreme rule of the universe.
Section 3. The Thought Experiments, the Buddha's Socratic Trap.
So, Upāli arrives ready for a fight. But the Buddha doesn't argue back angrily. Instead, he builds this inescapable Socratic trap. Here's his first scenario. He asks Upāli to imagine a sick Jain follower who has taken a strict vow to refuse cold water. He physically adheres to the vow, sure, but as he dies of thirst, his mind is desperately attached to that water. Where is he reborn? Upāli, completely cornered by his own theology, has to admit the man is reborn as a mind-bound deity. Why? Because of his mental attachment. Boom! Even with total physical restriction, the mind dictated his ultimate fate.
Let's see how this builds, because it gets better. The Buddha brings up another scenario. Think about walking and accidentally stepping on an insect versus intentionally crushing it. Upāli has to admit that even his own Jain teacher says accidental physical harm carries way less weight than intentional harm. So right there in front of everyone, Upāli is conceding that intention, the mind, is the hidden variable actually controlling the weight of the physical action.
And this brilliantly illustrates the Buddha's ultimate point regarding scale. The Buddha asks, could a single man with a sword physically slaughter the entire massive city of Nalanda in one single day? Upāli says no, obviously that's physically impossible. But then, could a powerful mystic with a single, highly concentrated malevolent thought turn the whole city to ash? Upāli agrees that yes, a mental force that powerful could destroy a city instantly. The sheer scale of destruction caused by a powerful mind far outweighs a single physical weapon.
To really nail the coffin shut here, the Buddha points to history. He asks about the great ancient wastelands, places like the forests of Dandaka and Kalinga. How were they destroyed? It wasn't by physical armies chopping down trees one by one. It was believed to be by the furious intentions of powerful ancient seers. Pure mental intention created the absolute greatest catastrophes of their world. At this point, Upāli is utterly cornered by his own logic.
Section 4. The Great Conversion. The challenger swaps sides.
This entire dramatic shift happens in a single, totally mesmerizing conversation. By minute 1, Upāli already secretly agrees with the Buddha. By minute 30, he's literally just playing devil's advocate because the Buddha's reasoning is so beautiful to listen to. By minute 45, the boastful challenger formally takes refuge and becomes a disciple. And in an amazing plot twist at minute 60, he goes home and actually orders his guards to lock the gates on all of his old teachers.
When his old Jain teacher eventually comes knocking, demanding to know what on earth happened, Upāli gives him this hilarious analogy. He says taking Jain logic and trying to make it stand up to the Buddha's wisdom is like a foolish man trying to wash, beat, and dye a pet monkey to make it look beautiful. It's pointless, it's foolish, and it completely falls apart under the scrutiny of the wise.
Standing right there at his gates, Upāli publicly rejects his former teacher by reciting this massive list of over 100 of the Buddha's virtues. He praises his flawless wisdom, his perfectly calm mind, and crucially, he calls him the ultimate tamer of human intentions. He recognizes that mastering the mind is the true, absolute pinnacle of power.
The stakes of this debate were just incredibly high. According to the text, unable to bear the shock of his wealthiest, smartest supporter defecting and having to listen to this beautiful praise of his rival, the Jain leader Nigaṇṭha literally vomits hot blood right on the spot. It's a visceral, totally shocking end to an intense intellectual battle.
Section 5. Intention is the determinant. Building safe AI.
So, why does a 2,500-year-old story about a philosophical debate matter to us today? Because the Buddha's emphasis on mano-kamma, mental intention, is the exact framework we need to approach AI safety right now. A machine executing code is just physical action, right? It's kaya danda. It has no innate morality whatsoever. The true danger, the actual karmic weight, lies entirely in the human intent programming that machine. If we want to secure world peace in the AI era, we can't just focus on the physical limits of the machines. We absolutely must rigorously cultivate the ethical minds of the humans building them.
Which leaves us with this final, really vital question. As we build machines capable of physically reshaping our entire world at an unprecedented scale, are we spending enough time programming the intentions of the humans sitting behind the keyboards? The Upālivāda Sutta warns us that the mind is the ultimate weapon and the ultimate savior. Let's make sure we're tending to ours. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer. I really hope this sparks some incredible ideas for you today.